You didn't do anything wrong. You didn't overspend, and you didn't change your habits. Yet somehow, the exact same cart of groceries costs more than it did 18 months ago, and your savings account feels like it's treading water instead of swimming. I'm going to show you why. We are entering a period economists call geoeconomic fragmentation. Nations are rapidly rewiring global supply chains, choosing who they trade with based on politics and trust, rather than just who offers the lowest price. Today, we are going to break down the 3 invisible forces driving this shift. More importantly, we are going to build a 5-point practical playbook to personally insulate your everyday wallet from this volatility. To follow along, you'll need 3 things. Grab a recent utility bill, open up your primary savings app, launch the calendar on your phone. Taking 10 seconds to set those up is worth it. Recognizing these macroeconomic forces is the first required step to reclaiming control over your household budget. Step 1 is groceries. On a macro level, we face the trade shift. On a micro level, your defense is implementing a staples buffer. This chart shows global trade growth dropping steeply. For years, it hovered near 5%, but it's projected to fall into the 1 to 2.5% range. Switching suppliers because of politics usually means paying more, and slower trade growth reliably shows up as sticky, higher prices on imported goods. Look at your monthly grocery list and identify 3 to 5 non-perishable, import-sensitive staples you actually use. Think coffee, electronics, or packaged foods. To be clear, this is about timing, not panic. You are not hoarding, you are buffering. Instead of chaotic, high-price panic buying, you simply wait for a standard 20% retail sale and then buy a 3-month supply in an orderly bulk purchase. Buying those specific items during normal retail sales cycles creates a simple micro-hedge. It smooths out the sticky, rising costs of slower global trade for the goods you are going to buy anyway. Step 2 moves to your savings account. The macro trend here is the currency ripple. The micro action is conducting an exposure check. For decades, institutions considered US dollars and government bonds the ultimate safe havens. Now, central banks are slowly rebalancing away from that baseline. Central banks are replacing those dollar-based assets by purchasing gold at a pace we haven't seen in decades. They've bought over 1,000 tons a year for 3 straight years, pushing total physical gold holdings past foreign holdings of US government bonds for the first time. Open your savings app. Check your overview to see how heavily concentrated your savings are in a single currency or a single asset type. This is not an instruction to go buy physical gold. The dollar remains the dominant reserve currency by a wide margin. This is strictly a nudge to understand your own diversification. A gradual shift in reserves adds friction to currency markets. Understanding your personal asset exposure today helps you avoid the compounding damage of volatility later. Step 3 focuses on your power usage. The macro force is the energy realignment, and your micro action is optimizing your energy variables. When cheap Russian pipeline gas collapsed, Europe quickly replaced it with American liquefied natural gas. But LNG must be physically shipped across oceans, trading a steady pipeline for a market-priced commodity exposed to maritime transport costs. Look at the utility bill you grabbed earlier. You need to find whether you're paying a fixed rate or a volatile variable rate for power. If you have a variable rate in a volatile market, manage it. Call your provider to see if you can lock in a fixed rate. If you can't, start intentionally scheduling your heavy appliance usage during off-peak hours to lower your baseline cost. Energy costs feed into everything you buy. Treating your local energy bill as an active variable cost insulates your budget from sudden global supply shocks. Step 4 shifts our strategy from defense to offense. The macro trend is friendshoring, and the micro action is tracking trusted lanes. Democracies are actively building politically aligned trade routes. The EU's 2026 agreement with India is a direct sign of where money is moving, serving as the blueprint for where Western investment, factories, and hiring go next. Massive economies can absorb trade shocks, but smaller, trade-dependent local economies feel shifts immediately. New trusted lanes bring highly localized booms in jobs and infrastructure. To know about these shifts early, set up automated search alerts in your news aggregator for terms like EU-India trade agreement and friendshoring. Watching where these deals are signed tells you where the capital is flowing. Tracking geopolitical agreements helps you identify where new career and local investment opportunities will appear before the rest of the market catches on. Step 5 ties this all together. The macro reality is ongoing volatility. Your micro defense is scheduling a 10-minute sync. Open that calendar app on your phone. Create a new, recurring 10-minute event for the first Sunday of every month, titled Macro Check-In. During this brief block, you have one simple agenda. Check your news alerts and scan your accounts to see if any major trade policies, energy rates, or currency dynamics have shifted since last month. Financial security doesn't require predicting the next 5 years. It requires a consistent system for noticing patterns early, allowing you to adapt before shifts become mainstream headlines. And that's it. You've successfully built a comprehensive 5-step system to insulate your household budget from global economic shocks. As always, this video is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not financial or professional advice, and you should always consult a qualified advisor regarding your specific situation. For your first piece of tracking homework, keep an eye on the EU's rolling restrictions on Russian LNG imports throughout 2026. Watch how European energy prices respond. It is a real-time test of the energy realignment we just walked through. If you want to dive deeper into exactly where that new global investment is flowing right now, I broke it down in the video linked right here. The geopolitical map is being drawn in rooms you'll never sit in by unseen forces, but the defense of your personal finances and the stability of your kitchen table is entirely in your hands. I'll see you in the next one.